let's get started with a lichess puzzle streak. Maybe. Why is this not showing? Streak. Okay, there it should be working, I suppose. All right. So, this is just simply checkmate. The queen covers all these squares, so that works. We have this. With checkmate again, the pawn is pinned to the king by the queen. Let me see if the screen is showing what should be showing. Yeah. Okay, so wow, it was early for puzzles about pawns. Okay, so we go after this one, we take it, and then we go after the rest of the gang over there, I assume. Okay. We have this pinning the queen to the king. Knight protects that square. We'll win a queen. Let us see. Oh, we have queen teaming up with rook here, and then mate to follow. Okay. If we take over here, we are freeing this rook for the back rank. So either the king will go here and then this will happen, or the rook will take here and then this will happen, this and then that, which also will be checkmate. Okay, now I can take with either one, I think. I'm going to take with the rook. So, all right. Oh, hello, Liam. I'm doing fine. How are you? Nice of you to tune in again. Okay, so I assume we trade the bishops here and then we go after the rest of the pawns. Seems like the obvious thing to do, so I'll just do it. All right. Okay, so if we check over here, the king has this square. Then after that, should be mate. Right? Yeah. Okay, we have this fork picking up a rook. Okay, it wants to promote over here. How do we stop that? Very good question. I assume we have to give up this bishop. Basically the only way to stop it. Like, I mean, we're not going to give up our rook for that. So, is there another way? I don't think there's another way, so I'll just have to go there with the bishop. I was looking for another way, but yeah. Okay, so now we can take over here. Rook takes, then rook takes again. In that case, this happens. Then after this, king goes here. Their king goes there. I don't have a follow-up, do I? Well, I mean, getting two rooks for a queen in general is considered a good trade. But no, I mean, like, two rooks versus a queen and a knight wouldn't stand. Well, I mean, the knight has to block, so I mean, we will get two rooks versus a queen. So yeah, two rooks versus a queen should be okay. But I don't know, is that the best we can do? I think so. I think it is the best we can do, so I'm going to just do it. Okay, obviously we're going to take here. Okay, that's the end of it. Yeah, that was it. I was expecting something more. Okay, here goes here, here, and then we're picking up something, if not like mating or something. See, here actually it's already checkmate, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, does white do here? What does white do here? Ah, we go over here and we threaten mate. I don't think they can stop that one. They can go over here, but then it's a skewer and we're winning the rook. So that's what's going to happen. Okay, so this pawn is pinned, but this square is covered by the knight, so something like this is not really possible. Not right off the gate. If we go over here, however, this bishop is pinned to the defensive mate. So if takes, then you just checkmate. So that's a start. Then that means the king has to go here or here. And if the king goes there, then we have this. And there is no interposition, so it's just mate. So, okay. Okay, so let's see. If we take here, then we can take here. That's just then. That is then. Removing the defender. Okay, so lots of things getting hit here, including this knight with check. Well, I mean, basically the knight with check is the thing that's getting hit. The rest of the stuff, not really that much. Oh, I'm not seeing where's the big blow here. Oh, wait, the queen doesn't have... Yeah, it has, yeah. No, wait, doesn't have many squares. If I hit the queen over here, that defends from this check, and the rest is all covered. Yeah, everything else is covered. The queen is trapped, actually. Queen is trapped after this. Okay. Okay, so we get checked. We're threatening a queen, but they try to throw in this intermezzo. Do we have a way of doing damage? And if we... Only ways of defending against this check that I see look any promising are this and this. Probably this looks more promising. This might run into some nonsense with the fact that the queen and the king are aligned. So I suppose it's going to be here. But again, I don't have really much of yeah, I mean this keeps the... Oh yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing. So the thing is, we have a skewer here, not just an attack on the queen. We have a skewer. If we were to go over here, then by skewer, because they go over there and they pin us. Wait, what am I saying? That wouldn't work either, because we take over here with check, then we take over there. So that wouldn't work for them. So I don't understand why not one or the other. Not really seeing it. Let me think for a couple of seconds before I check the chat, but I mean, I don't see why one of these two doesn't work. Like, intuitively, I would go to H because, I mean, going over here can only... I mean, if there's one move that runs into trouble, it seems like it's this one. But the point is, I don't really see why it runs into trouble. Like, I mean, I can see a potential alignment there, but I mean, this potential alignments over here, I'm not really worried about. Oh, if we go over here, no, there's nothing like that. I was thinking like something with a rook there, but no. Like, let's look at this again. I mean, this has to be refuted. This has to be refuted. Again, I'll check the chat in a second, guys. I'll check the chat in a second. It's not that I will be ignoring forever. Just want to check a little bit by myself because it's still very early in the puzzle, so I have a chance to figure this one out by myself, probably. And then I'll check to see who was right about it anyway. But yeah, let me see. Like, again, if rook tries to pin, then I mean, to pin here, then good luck. I mean, that's just not just taking the rook, but it's mate also. So it's the freest rook in history, so that will work for them. With the queen, they can also, like, if they go over here, then you just take over there, then takes back. I mean, this is a check, and then this. So then you're completely winning. So that won't work either for them. Taking over here, which looks nuts. You take over there. Then if they try to like go over here and put some pressure or something, then you go over there. If rook tries to check you from here, you go there. I don't really see it. So now I'm going to check the chat. I mean, I would go here. If I have to play a move, I would play here. So this is my answer in a way, but I'm still not finding the refutation to the other one. Well, I didn't try to refute this one much, so maybe this is the one that's refuted, but I mean, I would play here if this were my game. Let me see. I'm doing okay. You remember how I said I'll volunteer with St. John Ambulance? Come September, I will be helping out with one of their youth groups. That's great, Liam. Great stuff there, man. Hey, at least there is normal streams here. Yay. Hello, AMR Ashraf. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. And yes, this is a relatively normal stream, I suppose. Hello, kind sir. Yeah, hello to you, kind sir. Maybe attack the queen. You mean in this one? I mean, we're already... you meant in the previous one, right? Yeah. My apologies for not checking the chat for a couple of seconds. I mean, there I was... the first few puzzles, like, I mean, I didn't have to think too much, so I was just doing them as fast as I could. Now I got sort of an impasse, though. He found it, King H1, move the king. Oh, I thought I was the only watcher. No, there's Liam. Liam is usually around here, praising us with his presence and his great puzzle-solving skills. Bit busy in my personal life currently. I don't feel like I have time for other things, at least as much as I like. But hey ho, yeah. I mean, being busy is not a bad thing. It means that you have something going on in your life, so that's good. It's going to be okay, man. Just keep going and never do anything that you will regret. Yeah, I agree, Ashraf. Wise words. I'm enjoying what I'm doing. It's just taking a lot of my time. What do you do for work? Well, my work is studying, kinda. Oh, that's cool. That's cool that you're studying, Ashraf. So King H1 says, Liam, yeah, I don't find a refutation for King of 1. I will check it after this. Okay, so went over here. I just take the queen, then take the rook, and life is mighty good. So let me check what was wrong with King of 1, because I can't believe I didn't realize what was wrong with that. Let's see. Like, this is pretty early in the puzzles for me to not realize something like that. Oh, Queen C8, of course. Like, I mean, it's hard to see, like, retreating moves like that. It's hard to see when it's sort of a retreat. Like, I mean, I didn't even look at this move. Like, this move, honestly, this move I mean, intuitively, again, intuitively, if I come across this puzzle, I mean, this position in a real game, I will play King H1. Like, I mean, it's just, you know, like naturally, if you have to choose between going over here where you're aligning your king and your queen, or going over here where it looks like you're completely safe. I mean, there are no back rank issues or anything. So I would go over here. But the thing is, I didn't have the reputation for this, and the reputation is not that low rated, to be honest. Like, I mean, this puzzle is like puzzle, I don't know, 12 or 13, but I mean the reputation to this is it's a retreating move. Like, it's not that easy to see for a beginner or intermediate player. So goes over here, and then of course you can't take anything. I mean, your queen is under attack. I mean, there's an offer of a trade of queens. If you take here, then recaptures, and of course you can't take the rook because then you lose a queen. So yeah, pretty crazy. Like, I didn't see that move. That's and I looked at the position for a while trying to, but I was always looking for something like a pin, you know, a check, something along those lines, and it was a retreating move defending every piece. Yes, so interesting stuff. Oh, it wasn't puzzle number 12 or 13, it was puzzle number 16, so that makes some sense. Okay, so here, here, what do we have here? Like, I mean, I would say probably pushing is the way to go, but I mean, if we push, then there's this, and then what are we doing? Ah, yeah, if we push, there's this, and then there's that. Whoa, that's crazy. So we push over here, then obviously the king has to stop that. I mean, this knight is not stopping that. So the king has to go over here to stop the pawn, and then at that point you fork. You fork in a crazy way. Like, I mean, if the king takes over here, you just promote, and if the king takes the pawn, then you take the knight, and then you're up a bishop, so you're going to win the endgame. So yeah, pretty interesting stuff. Oh, for some reason I thought they were going to allow promotion, but of course, I mean, they won't. Like, they play the move that someone sane would play in a real game. So okay. All right. So here I'm white. I mean, I'm white, right? Yeah. I just take over here, and then I take over there, and then I'm promoting because the king is in front of this pawn, whereas my king is allowing the pawn to go all the way through. So I'm going to promote first. All right. Okay, so now we have the Greco mate. Like, we could take a rook, but there's and then be down a million pieces because they even have an extra queen. But we have better by sacking the rook over here, and then we bring this one, and they only have these useless interpositions with the bishops, and then we grab everything, and we just win the game. Okay, so we have this. I suppose it's going to be something along those lines. Like, takes. Then we are covering the squares in front of the king, so the king will not move forward. And then we're going to go after this, potentially. Something like that. So yeah, I think it's just that. This, and then this. And then when the king moves wherever, or they do whatever, then we're just going forward with our king, and going from there, right? I'll check the chat though to make sure. You're doing puzzles easy solve. Yeah, this is the start of a new streak on Lichess. So yeah, the first few are going to be easy. The hard stuff comes later. Although, I mean, even in these easy puzzles, I still have to think a bit. So so for my level, they are not that they are not bad. They're not a bad exercise. C2, bishop C3. That was the previous one, right? Oh wow, I didn't see this move too. What difference of king h1, queen c8 versus king f1, queen c8? Good question. I don't remember exactly the position. Let me think about it. Like, there was we had the king over here, pawns over there. So if king h1, queen c8, trying to defend like that. Do we have like some sort of... You're right. It was weird. Let me check that. Let me check that. Let's see. What was it? Two puzzles ago? No, it was more than 2 puzzles ago. It was like 3 puzzles ago. Let's see. So well, first of all, let's look without the engine. Let me see if I if I can figure it out. Let's see. Queen c8. So if queen c8, like I mean, obviously, if you take over here, then that's just that they recapture with a rook. Ah, wait, no. I was going to say if we take over here, it takes over there, then goes over here if there's something. But I mean, no, it just goes over there. So c8 now. There's something with the... Is there something with like the bishop? Maybe queen c8, bishop here, something. Now, if bishop here, at the very least, they can go over here, which doesn't pin. But yeah, but here, I mean, do we have something against the king? Yeah, I can figure it out, so I'll just look. So queen c8, queen h5, or queen g5. Queen d3 also. Queen d3. What the heck is queen d3? Yeah, okay. Let's look at queen h5. Queen h5. So now, what's the immediate threat here? But yeah, you're right. I didn't think about like I understood after looking with the engine. I understood why king f1 didn't work. But I didn't pay attention to the fact that of course you can be faced with this when you play king h1. That's crazy. Like okay, let's say they play this move, saving the rook. Then rook e7, going for mate, and it's mate e9. Okay. Oh, and if bishop g7, then you sack the rook over here. Yeah, fantastic stuff. Like bishop g7, then it says mate in 7 if you sack the rook. Okay. All right. Yeah, because there's queen f7. Okay, well that's a little bit more understandable move than this, and then you continue with the queen apparently. Like yeah, I mean it was kind of nuts. It was kind of nuts. Like this puzzle was a little bit nuts, and it happened in a 3+2 blitz between 2 players rated 2000 on leeches. So yeah, I mean, my guess is when white played king h1, they were just playing king h1 like any normal human being would just play king h1 pretty much instantly here on a blitz game. And they weren't calculating all of that stuff, and probably black wasn't even thinking about going queen c8 afterwards, I suppose. I don't know. But yeah, I mean that must have gone over everyone's heads. Okay, let me go back to checking what you guys are saying for this puzzle. But yeah, great question there, Liam. That was a great one. Oh what? Oh, there. Trying to pull up the chat and having a little bit of trouble. Okay. I'm kind of confused. Who is he talking to? I'm talking to... there I was talking to Liam at that point. But in general, I'm talking to all of you guys. I think it's himself discussing lines to help come to a solution. Oh, sometimes I do talk a little bit to myself. Well, I mean, I sort of talk to you guys, but explaining like what I'm thinking about. Does it actually do something? I don't mean anything, just curious. Oh no, for Francisco, but when I'm playing, it helps me come up with plans and moves to play. Obviously, if it's an over-the-board game, I'll do it in my head. Yeah, absolutely. But no, I mean, mainly I just talk because if like I feel, if you just watch a guy like thinking inside his head, then that's just not much fun, probably for the stream. So when I'm trying to think about the puzzles, I'm also like saying the stuff out loud. Also, I mean, even though there are lots of players I know in the chat that are very high rated and higher rated than me, but there might be like some complete beginners to the game. I mean, not completely beginners, but I mean, maybe even. But I mean, the thing is, so some beginners that probably will benefit from a little bit more explanation in the moves. Like for instance, when I'm watching a stream about the Grandmaster, then I notice that the guys aren't saying anything. Like when you see them like playing a game or something, I understand because I mean they are playing like very fast games. They don't have the time to explain. But the thing is, when you watch, like a lot of things are going over your head, like lots of them. And yeah, I feel if the streamer explains a little bit of what's going on, that's going to be much better for lower rated players if there are any. But in general, just the fact that if you watch a streamer and they are not talking, then I don't know, it's kind of weird. I don't think anyone watches chess just for watching the board and the moves getting played. I mean, if you want to do that, then you can just check you can go to watch on Leeches or on chess.com and you can start watching games that are happening at the moment, and you get the same kind of value and more. So yeah. Sack rook for bishop. Easy mate. Which rook? Oh, hello, Ayub. Thanks for subscribing and tuning in. Yeah, we don't have a rook here, so I think it's this. I mean, obviously you were talking about the previous puzzle. I mean, I do remember there was the famous like Greco mate, I believe it's called. So probably you were referring about to that. But here, I think here, and go from there. Like, yeah, I mean, I didn't even do the count at first because I was lazy, but it's obviously that one. Okay, well, they went like this. I just take over here and that's it. Or is there? Yeah, has to be that. Okay, that was that. Yeah, I didn't even do the count at first. That was that was my bad. But yeah, I mean, if I had done the count of the pawns, it would have been even more obvious that was a move to play. Because I was looking to see what activity we would get our kings in at the end. But actually, it was simpler than that. We were just up a pawn. I mean, if they went for all the trades, then we were up a pawn. Okay, so if we give a check, this pawn is still pinned, so probably not very useful. To give a check like this one, for instance. Oh wait, if we go over here and take, sounds kind of nuts. But the thing is, we are attacking this twice, and well, 3 times actually. And the obvious move of trading the queens like this probably fails to check, takes, and then takes over here. Then we have an extra rook. So I think it's just pawn takes pawn. I mean, it's the only thing we have in the position, basically. But I mean, I did go through like some check before in my mind. Well, not in my mind. I think I mentioned it out loud just to see if there was anything of that sort. Because I mean, checks are the most forcing move, so usually that's a good place to start. But I mean, in this case, it's just this, I think. If they take with a pawn, then you're just grabbing a rook also. And if they do anything else, well, then I mean, they at least have to. Yeah, I mean, well, what else can they do? They can't do anything. So they're losing a rook in every case. PFA, queen f5, yeah. Okay, they went over here, so making things a little bit easier than that. So yeah, good solving there, Liam. Okay, so we do have this check and we do have this check. One of them probably good. The other one probably bad. Like, I mean, it would be nice if we had like some mate threat at some point by means of moving. Oh, if we give this check, then we are forking and we grab that one. So yeah, easy peasy the decision between the two checks. Like, I mean, obviously it was this one. Okay, so now what do we got? Like, if we go over here, give this check, then king cannot come forward over here because there's a bishop. So after this check, then they can't interpose anything, and they're going to be mated on the back rank next. So it should be that. Want to make sure that I'm not like missing anything, but yeah, no, I'm not missing anything instead. So it goes over here. Now we go over there and then just mate. Also, we can even go over here. I think we do get a choice, don't we? But I'll just go with this one. Okay. Black over here to play. If we take over here, we're hitting that, and we're also removing the defender of that. So looks like an obvious move to play. And yeah, that's what I'm going to go with. Okay, goes over there. So defends the rook, but not the knight sufficiently. Is there a benefit to pushing this? Oh, that we're threatening this and this. We're threatening, if we go over here, we're not just attacking this, but we're threatening to win a queen by means of this. So yeah, that has to be the move. Certainly. Has to be. Now we give this check, take the queen, and yeah. Okay, we have this one. Then if they interpose something, we just grab that one. And well, if not, we just grab that one. No, like what's the count? Yeah, the count is good. The count is good. The count is in our favor. So now we just, oh wait, do we grab that one or do we grab here first? Wait a second. Because if we grab here, we're also grabbing the knight. I'm confused. Obviously, there is something I'm missing. Give me a moment. I'm obviously missing something here. If we take with a queen, then they can hit us with a rook. They can hit us with a rook. Yeah. So we actually have to take the queen here and then take over there. That's the reason. Because I was at first, it seemed to me like both moves were okay. Although, I mean, naturally taking the queen first would be the practical approach because you're just trading the queen since you're going to be up material. I mean, usually a good idea. But yeah, I mean, that did have me a little bit confused at first. So, well, we trade over here and then we start pushing. I mean, it's basically the only thing I see. We have to keep this king here so we stop these pawns. But if we go here, then this is the box. I mean, the square. King goes here. Then we have this. Shrinks over there. And so king is not in the square. Therefore, we're just running and promoting. Okay, so if we go over here, we're not just hitting the rook, we're also threatening checkmate. So we go over here, there is this check supported by the pawn, but we take this pawn and we're still threatening checkmate. So we're threatening rook and we're threatening checkmate. If rook goes over here, then this is checkmate. So yeah, that should work. Goes over there. Didn't even look at that one, but I mean, we take over here and then we go for the pawns. Sounds like it. Take here. Go. They can't stop us. Works. Okay. Okay. Let's see. We have basically everything covered here around this king. So we push over there. King has to go here. We go there. And that's just end. Yeah, that will work. Still checking, just in case. All right. Well, we do have grabbing a queen here. Usually grabbing a queen is a good idea. Wait, but there's a mate here. So usually grabbing a queen is a good idea. Not in this case, though. I mean, apart from the fact that we're like down a lot of material, so sometimes even grabbing a queen is not enough. Like you grab a queen and then they grab back, and if you do the count, I'm too lazy to do it. But I mean, there's like a million pieces that white has, obviously. So yeah, but this is made fortunately for us. So that should be it. The reason I'm not playing it right away is I'm double checking a little bit. Double checking, triple checking, and sometimes I still get it wrong. So gotta be careful. Can never be too careful. So if we check over here, like our queen is under attack temporarily. So if we move the queen, then this is no longer on a pin, and also it was already hit by this queen. So we're just down material. So we go over here, check. Then king has to go over here, only move. Then what exactly? I mean, it does look like that's basically the only move that can be played here. But I'm still not finding the continuation. Does it have anything to do with the fact that if goes over here, and if goes over here, that's the only place to go. So after that we go over here, takes is the only move, and then are we getting something by going over here and like threatening this checkmate? Well, it's not checkmate because they would put the queen in front. I don't know, kind of weird. Yeah, that's not it. That's not it either. So over here. I'm going to check the chat in a second, by the way. Oh, what about going here directly? Going here directly and then you threaten mate. Like, for some reason, I was completely oblivious to that. So, yeah, I mean, I was completely oblivious because I was looking for something as forcing as possible. That's why I was looking for checks first. Because, I mean, obviously, we're in a situation where forcing is the way to go. So, but here, and this should be forcing enough. Like, then we're threatening here, and after they interpose, then we have rook and queen, so we just mate. And I don't think they have anything to it. So I think I'm going to just play it. Anyway, I'll check the chat because at this point you guys probably already said like 1,000 times the solution. So, and also I haven't checked the chat in a while, so gotta check the chat pretty often. Are we allowed to suggest? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Song. I'm probably mispronouncing that. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. You're absolutely allowed to suggest and encouraged to, actually. This is just, I mean, as long as I'm not playing games. If I'm playing a game against someone, yeah, please do not suggest any moves. But in general, I'm not playing games when I'm on stream. Sometimes I do. But for the puzzles, I mean, yeah, we're not tricking anybody out of anything by, you know, doing puzzles as a community. So don't worry about it. I mean, actually, that is the way that we do them. I mean, that's the fun part about the stream. We solve puzzles together. So yeah, absolutely. And yeah, Liam already answered that actually. On point. So awesome. If queen d2, then rook d1, rook g7, g5. Oh, hello, Michael X. Thanks for tuning in again, my friend. Stockfish was fun, but I drawed. You mean you drew Stockfish? No way. And hello, 420 getting lit. Thank you for tuning in once again. Free Rook, no, it's my birthday. Oh, it's your birthday? Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. I hope you're having a great one. Hello, Sachi Shirosu. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Rook take pawn, queen move out to black square and mate. Yep, I agree with that. I can solve Lichess 2800 plus puzzle. That's good, no Lewis. That's awesome. And thank you for tuning in, by the way. So, all right, there we go. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, checks over here. We only have one way to take, so not much to think. So yeah, great solving, guys. Great solving, Sachi Shirosu. Hello, Thailand Altinova. It was better if you broadcast full screen. Yeah, the thing is, I broadcast mainly for like mobile, and yeah, if anyone watches on a desktop computer, just bear with me. But mainly for like for mobile screens. Unstoppable is the point. I don't understand what you mean. Unstoppable is the point. Yeah. Exactly. Bishop takes knight, knight takes bishop, rook takes knight. Okay, that was fast. Bishop d3, knight d3, rook d3. Okay, that was fast too. So let me see what was up here. So you guys are saying bishop over here. Then of course the pawn cannot take because you just capture the queen. And after this, then you take with the rook, and again yeah, that makes sense. Okay, they took over here. Now we just grab over there, I assume. Grab over there, and then we're just happy we're a piece up. So yeah. Okay, great solving there, Michael X and Liam. Great solving, guys. Hold. All right, I can hold. So if we check over here, this is pinned, and this knight is pinned to the queen. So if we check over here, king goes here. Is there anything? Um. Trying to think if there's. I mean, it really looks like it's this move just because of the fact that this is possible, and it's like unusually possible, that move. So I think it will probably be this move, but now I have to find something to do with it. Like, I mean, for first, of course they cannot take because you take here, and this is not how you should approach like real games. But I mean, since this is a puzzle, I'm pretty sure that that's like the way to go. So king would go over here. I mean, has to go over there. Now the question is, oh, if you take over here, you're threatening mate, and you're threatening the queen. But of course, the queen can take this queen. If the queen takes that queen, then I mean, oh no, have like nothing. So maybe I need to move order things. If we take over here, it takes over there. Do we have something? Like now this pawn isn't pinned, so now we don't have this and this, for instance. Well, it could be also around that. So check here, takes over there. Is there a benefit to that? Takes over here. I mean, obviously the only way not to lose material. Do we have something there? Oh, wait, I can combine the two. Okay. Check over here, goes over there, takes over there, takes over there, takes over here. Okay, that's it. Has to be it. Has to be it. Take over there, takes over here. Okay. Yeah, I eventually found it. It took me some time, but I did find it eventually. So if we take over here, then king has to go here because this is all covered. At that point, we can have this with a threat on the queen and a checkmate threat. And of course, they can give us a check at that point. If they give us a check, we go over here. There's like a bishop check. Also, we can push this pawn potentially. Yeah, I think it's going to be that, but I'm going to check the chat for this one definitely. But I do think it's check over here, and then this tempo on the queen where if we get checked, we just move over here, and if we get checked again, then we just push this pawn, and life seems to be completely okay. I think, but let me check with the chat. Stockfish plus pressure, free pieces, free piece, knight f6, king h8, queen takes queen. Yeah, great solving there, Liam. And Song was forcing move first. Yeah, I mean, I tried the forcing moves in some order. Like, usually I try to start with I mean, I don't try to start with checks. I'm going to be honest. I try to start with the first forcing move that looks like it might do something. And a lot of times that doesn't come to me as the move that that will be the move for the solution. It comes out as some move that looks very forcing and potentially does something, and then I find another that's much better. Andrea Falcioni was here because I don't see any comment by them, but yeah, they have been here on other streams. I love when I don't see it, but do what I think is right to get there. Okay, yeah, that's good. Queen takes E. Yeah. So it must be that, right? Like, I mean, we go over here with red and mate, and then since nobody gave the full line, I'm just going to go ahead with it. I do believe it's that, and if I'm not, then well, so be it. Okay, came over here. I have to think a tiny bit. Like, if I check over there, then I'm threatening to mate over here when the king moves. Of course, the king can move over. Ah, no, cannot move over here because there's a bishop. Never mind. I forget what I said before. So check over here. If the king goes here, it's mate. So they're going to take with a queen, and I'm going to win a queen. So that's pretty good. I didn't even look at that move though. But I mean before. I hadn't even looked at the move. So well, that happened. Let's see. We do have this check. Then go over here. Then pick this one up potentially. Like check. If it goes over here, one pim. That should work. I think. This pawn is perfectly stopped by this one. And this pawn doesn't need to be stopped because there's this one in front. But pawn puzzles tend to be a little bit more complex. But I mean, like this one I think is pretty easy. Like just check, go here. Well, there's also the fact that when we go here, they can try this. I hadn't thought about that. In that case, I guess we go back. Like check, goes here, we go here, they go there, we go back here. And at that point, they have to let us, in some capacity, make some forward progress. So I think it's that. I mean, if I had to give a more accurate solution, I would have to calculate for 1,000 years. So I'm just going to think it's that, and then check the chat to see if you guys have the magical solution. F4, king g4, if h4. Hello, Andrea. Nice to see you here, buddy. Thank you for tuning in again. You draw a king f4 and opposite on third. Okay, f4, king f3, king f5, h4, b6. Then we took swung. You take both pawns. Okay. Sounds good, guys. Okay. Song gave a very big line here. So king f3, king f5. Okay. King f5 sounds good. f5 was here, right? Yeah. So okay, and now my idea was going back here, king e5 again. Let's see. H4. Oh, b6 here. Okay, b6 and like putting the opponent in Zugzwang. Okay. Let me think about that. if we play b6, this pawn cannot advance, but this one can. Like, this one can advance 1 or 2 squares. If it advances 2 squares, then this is 2 swung immediately. If advances only 1 square, however, then we advance 1 square too, right? Yeah, I think that's it. So you're probably right on this that b6. Are you playing a real person or bot? Neither. Although you could consider this a bot, but I mean it's actually puzzles. Yeah, these are puzzles. That's why we can actually suggest the moves. Otherwise, I wouldn't be checking the chat for moves, and chat shouldn't be giving me moves if I were playing a real person. But hello, Short Gremlin. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. And yeah, feel free to make suggestions. This is just a puzzle rush, so no big deal. I mean, not only no big deal, but also, I mean, people are encouraged to send their solutions. That's what we do to have fun. So, okay, b6. All right. b6 goes over here. Well, then we just grab that, right? Like, I mean, no point in not doing that. Grab here. Okay, goes over there. We grab this one. Otherwise, they're going to promote. So yeah, great stuff there, Xong and Liam and everyone else. Yeah, Xong first of all, because he gave a very detailed line. So great stuff there. Okay, let's see. Oh, just as someone asks if we are playing bots, this puzzle actually comes from Bot Maya 1 versus some guy. So this puzzle is from a game between a bot with the white pieces and a person. So okay, let's see what's up with this. Wow, this one looks a lot more complex in a way. Like, I mean, first instinct is to just be greedy and try to keep all the pawns together and then go back, but that probably is wrong. Maybe the way to go is to sack a pawn here. Is it? Like, I mean, basically I see two courses of action here that I need to look further into calculation. Like, one is just saying, you don't take my pawn, and then go over here. But that probably is just a draw, I suppose. Shouldn't be losing, but it could be just a draw. And the other one is this, just giving up this pawn, trying to go for this one, and trying to pick these two, and then start running with this one while this king is bothered with these other pawns. So I suppose it's here, but I mean, again, this is not supported by any deep calculation, just intuition at its finest. So let's see what you guys are saying. Maybe you guys have everything calculated, or a better intuition. Hello, Brent Adams. Thank you for tuning in again, and neither Khaled as well. I missed your games. No, I wasn't playing games. I was just streaming puzzles. But I've been streaming these couple of days, so if you mean that you missed the streams, yes, you did. So I'm happy that you tune in again, my friend. Nice to see you back here. No to the h7. H7. F3. So king f3. Intuition wins. All right. There we go. Ya ganaste el flanco, no hay mucho que calcular. Ok. Va para ahí. Vamos con ese entonces. Okay, so yeah, we go after this, right? Like, I mean, that was my idea, at least when I wait a second. Yeah, because I was thinking if we had to go the other way, but no, we go this one, this way, and then if push is there, then we take that, right? So here, okay. Well, now we take this. Boom. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, great job, you guys. Great job, everyone. I believe the first one was Liam. Liam was the first one to mention it. So great job, Liam. Michael X. Song, everyone. KO. All right. Uh, okay, now we just have a discovery here that's going to be, yeah, maybe that's why you guys are saying KO. This is just a KO, right? Like, I mean, a discovery such as, no, wait, this one doesn't work because there's still a knight. I mean, might work, but I mean, it doesn't work off the right off the bat. Like, we go over here, discovery, then, well, has useless interpositions with the knight. I mean, this is not a useless interposition. Oh, yeah, it is a useless interposition. Okay. Never mind me. Yeah, this will be made in one. So yeah, it is a useless interposition. Then they have a move over here, and then we would go over there with the bishop, and then they would interpose the knight only move and get mated. So yeah, that has to work. Let me see if I didn't miscalculate anything because I do not want to. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay, now we can take this queen. Like, we cannot mate anymore, but we can take a juicy queen. So that's good enough for us. So yeah, I can already say great job to you guys because I'm sure that you guys solved that. Chat going Ultra Instinct mode. Wait, what was Ultra Instinct? I kind of... Oh yeah, that's from League of Legends or something, no? No, wait, or is it from Killer Instinct? Ah, I know it's from I mean, I know I at some point played the game that had that. I mean, didn't play the game much, but I mean, heard about the game or tried the game. But yeah, I don't remember. Shoot. Yeah, I don't remember. Well, where was Ultra Instinct from? For a moment, I tried to pretend like I was, you know, knowledgeable about pop culture, but then I got exposed. Sorry for missing much. I just finished my operation. Oh, yeah, that's true. You told me that you were having some health issues. How did that go, Nader Khaled? Did the operation go well? And you don't have to apologize for missing a stream, of course. I mean, I'm just saying that I'm happy that you're back here. That's all. But how did it go, man? Classic pawn guards and one pawn protects 2. 96, 96, 93. Sorry, Michael X. I meant to delete my comment, not yours. It's alright, Liam. Don't worry. But yeah, good thing that you let him know so that he knows what happened. Dragon Ball. Oh, Dragon Ball Super, right? Because Ultra Instinct definitely didn't exist in the Dragon Balls that I watched. I mean, I do like Dragon Ball, but I watched it until Dragon Ball Z, a little bit of GT, but I didn't watch much of Super. Set mate so fast I left. Queen 8 PF7, Queen 8 Queen 8 PF10. Can't. Okay, so great job, you guys, I assume. I mean, I haven't even checked it, but okay, so Queen C8, only move is they block over here. Dang, you guys are solving really fast these puzzles. Ah, yeah, we have bishop here deflecting, right? Bishop here deflecting. That's what you guys are saying, yeah. Bishop deflecting and win the queen. Yeah, great job, Andrea, and great job, Liam. So yeah. That was yeah, I hadn't even looked at the puzzle and you guys already solved it, so I read your solution before I looked at the board. Like, but yeah, great job, you guys. Very well done. Let's see, what do we got here? Like, this knight is under attack. Like, I mean, we would have this fork, but the problem is this knight is under attack. So as long as the knight is under attack, then we don't have no forks. We don't have any fork. I don't know. We could go over here. Here would threaten to win an exchange over there. So if we went over here, and this is perfectly defended because otherwise, like, this would be a problem potentially. But this is perfectly defended. So if we go over here, we are threatening there, and we're also threatening this. So I assume it's going to be this. Let's see what you guys say. 95. Okay. There we go. Mate is a 4. Yeah, you're right. That was that we're not just working the rooks. That's what I saw at first. But you're right. Yeah, actually it's juicier than that. They have to give up the queen because it was just simply checkmate. So yeah, and that's important because otherwise this move would have actually worked, hitting our queen. So now we go over here, and they do have to sack the queen in order not to get mated. So yeah. I didn't see the mate. I saw the fork. Like that has happened sometimes. Like I'm playing a game and then I play a move that's nice for some reason, and then the game ends there, and I'm like, what? The game ended. It was mate. And so yeah, that happens sometimes. That tends to happen. Okay, so we are threatened with a lot of very very annoying. It's just Tuesday, you know. Like today's Tuesday, so I can say that. So you go over here. The king only can take the rook, and then you go over there because now the rook is pinned. Like now the rook is pinned once the king goes over there. So you can go here. Then king goes over there. Oh, never mind. I don't have anything. Wait a second. The king goes back. Well wait. I must have missed something there, but I'm pretty sure that it had something to do with that. Yeah, it has something to do with that. No, like, I mean, not the same. It doesn't have anything to do with this pin because this would just reload this, which makes absolutely no sense. But however, after you take here, you have this. And after you go there, then of course, if the king goes over here, then there's this. King can go there. No, wait. How can king go there if there's a pawn there? King cannot go there. So, here, yeah, never mind me. I'm saying nonsense, but not so much nonsense. So if they don't put the rook here and they go there, then they get mated. All right, so that works. Now, if goes over here and here, then here, and they get mated too. So that's pretty good. So yeah, if I didn't miscalculate, and I might have miscalculated because I was saying a lot of nonsense in the middle of that. Let me check that again. Bear with me a little bit. So here, only move is taking. Here, only two moves are interposing or moving. The king here. Moving is not saying much. I mean, moving is always a move, right? And if they interpose, which is the most likely, then the rook is pinned. Well, even if the rook weren't pinned, I mean, the rook wouldn't be able to teleport itself here. So the queen covers that. So yeah, that works. That works. Go for it. Yeah. All right. So it took me a bit, but I did get that one eventually. Like I always say that I should stop saying that because it's basically going to be every puzzle that I play because my puzzle solving works like that. Like I mean, I do take my time, which works if you're playing like long time controls. It still works. If you're playing Blitz, then solving puzzles like this probably might not work. But I don't care too much for Blitz, to be honest. And even less for Bullet. Well, this is an interesting position because it looks like we don't have absolutely anything, and yet we have something. Oh, it has to do with this pawn, obviously. It's the only thing it can have something to do with. Right? But I mean, I can't even threaten a promotion. Like, if I go over here, I'm not even threatening promotion. The rook is still guarding that. Oh, wait, or is it pinning the queen to the king and then trying to push over here and using these two pawns and the bishop in order to get a promotion over here against this rook? Is it something like that? Could be. Yeah, could be. Could very well be. Like if we go over here, then there's no mate because the queen gets pinned. And then if they trade, then we are having the 2 passed pawns and the bishop to support them. As if the pawns by themselves weren't enough. Which they probably aren't enough. But yeah, I mean, I suppose it hinges upon that idea. Probably this first. Let me see what you guys are saying. For this, I will need the chat energy because I'm really not sure. Same, it does tend to happen. Yeah, about the accidental checkmates. Yeah, it's kind of funny when that happens. H1, King H1, Queen H3. So yeah, great job, you guys. Everyone that found the solution there. I believe Michael X was the first one. So yeah, great job, Michael X, and everyone else. Yeah, Michael X was the first one. It's a check, rook blocks. Yeah, go. It's right. You say I'm missing something here. Hello, Mr. Starter, doing some puzzles. What is your chess elo? Oh, hello, the daunting limit. Yeah, I am from Uruguay. That is correct. Are you from Uruguay as well? I suppose not because you spoke in English, but maybe you are. My chess rating is 1500 rapid on chess.com. Queen f4. Okay, so yeah, that was the move I was thinking about. You're asking what am I missing? Please don't stop. 2 pawns on the 6th rank, bigger than rook. Yeah. King, queen from us, or pawn, d pawn, 2 pawns is always enough. Past, it was a question. Queen f4. Yeah, I don't know what you meant. 420. Okay, so yeah, now we take over here. We have the 2 passed pawns. It ends there. So yeah, great job, you guys. Thanks for confirming what I suspected, but I wasn't sure about. Okay, so let me see. If we go over here, we're threatening checkmate, and we're also threatening to, at the very least, land over here with this, which looks extremely uncomfortable for the opponent. They have to go over here, and then they get mated again, so we're threatening pretty strong if we go over here, don't we? So I think it's going over there. I mean, I don't see, like, literally I don't see anything else here. Except for... Ah, wait, there's also this. There is a thing, yeah. There's also this fork. Oh, no, there's not this fork because the queen guards the rook. Never mind me. I'm about to blunder massively. I was about to blunder a knight and then a queen. But I mean, fortunately, like, I did look at the fact that it didn't work before. I mean, I wasn't going to play it right away, but I mean, like, before I even considered that was really the winning move, I did see it. So, yeah, I did. The important thing is not to blunder on the board. Like in your head, it's okay. So yeah, that doesn't work. So back to what I said before. This is the only thing I'm seeing in this position. So I assume it's that. But let's see what you guys say. Queen d7, go for it. Queen d7. Okay, there we go. Boom, boom. And now we go over here. And yeah, and then we're grabbing a queen because they are not going to allow us to mate, unfortunately. Like, it would be really nice if they allowed us to mate them, but not going to happen. Okay, so if we take over here, by the way, great solving, guys. If we go over here, it takes over there. If we grab over here, we're attacking this one. So even though he can take this one, we grab there. Except we don't, because that would also hang this bishop. So I have to, like, think about it a tiny bit. Oh wait, if we go over here, it goes over here, and we go over there again, threatening the mate from just now. What can they do about it? They can move with a bishop or something. Over here, goes over there, go here. Go here, go here, go here. I don't think that works. Because of takes and can take here. There they can just move the bishop and then they should be fine, right? Or are they not? Oh wait, we can also have like... No, never mind. I was going to say some nonsense. I was going to say this, and then something like this. But I mean, again, they grab over here. So not really much. Let's see. Here. I'm running through the same scenarios over and over again. I'm just hoping that they work somehow. Now, I have to be more serious. Oh, we could, no, never mind. I was going to say maybe we could go over here to threaten that mate instead of going over there. We go over, oh, yeah, wait a second, there is something. If we go over here and here and here, then we're not just threatening this mate where they probably have to, well, if they give up that rook, yeah, I mean, they give up the rook, they're losing material, because if they don't interpose the bishop, we take the bishop. Well, not really, because there's a queen defending this after all. So, but the point is, we are grabbing at least an exchange there. But the thing is, after this and this and this, we're not just threatening mate here, but we're also threatening mate over there, because we're blocking the rook, and we have this potent battery. So that should work. I'm going to check what you guys are saying though, but I mean, you probably found this like 1,000 years ago. GG is cooked, queen f7, king h8, 98. Black is cooked, 98, not 96. Yeah. Hello, consistent pack chud. Thank you for tuning in. I believe you were already subscribed. That's why I said that. But if this is your first time, then thank you for subscribing as well. Okay, it takes over here, so we take there. Yeah, great job, you guys. Okay, so we take one here, then we go here. Yeah. We take one here. If takes with a rook, we go over there and... Oh, no, wait, what am I saying? What? Yeah, we go over there. Yeah, I'm right. I think I'm right. Yeah, because I mean, there's this mate threat over there. Like, I mean, but at first I was thinking along the lines of pinning the queen to the king, and yeah, there's a pawn here, so you're not pinning anything. But I mean, you're not pinning. You're not absolutely pinning. You're relatively pinning, because I mean, you're pinning it in a way that the queen can potentially move, but shouldn't move, because if moves over here, then you grab this for free, and then because of the pin, like this would be an absolute pin. And yeah, otherwise the queen is pinned to the mate there. So yeah, takes over here, goes over here, it has to be that. I'm thinking anyway for 2 seconds if this is the right order, or if we had to do something else. Like, what is wrong if we go over here, for instance? Going over here looks... yeah, there is something wrong. No, there is nothing wrong. Wait. I mean, intuitively, I think taking over here is the best way to go about it. But do wonder. Like, I do wonder why the other one doesn't work right off the bat. But I mean, it has to be this. It has to be this. Like, if there's one that doesn't work, it's the one of going here first. But because I mean, the opponent gets a lot more options. but I'm too lazy to look at. Probably has something to do with some sort of sack, and then the fact that there's still the battery alive and the queen staring at things and the pawn that could become a passed pawn at any moment if this takes over here. Anyway, let me check what you guys are saying, but I do believe it's rook takes rook. Oh, rook g8 is actually first. Oh, queen g7, of course. Ugh. Okay, missed mate in one. Yeah, great job, Liam. So, yeah. Can't get mated in one move. Okay, so now I should take the rook here first. Otherwise, if I don't take that rook, after I go over here, there's this with check. And yeah, I mean, like, good luck to me. So I should take over here first. Oh, no, it wasn't that. Oh, shoot. Okay, sorry about that, guys. This time I should have checked the chat and I didn't. Sometimes happens. Damn. Threw that streak away like crazy. I was this is one of those moments where I'm sure of the move and I shouldn't be sure of the move. Like after this I thought they had that. I really thought they had that. Oh, they don't have that because you back with the rook. Ugh. Okay. Never mind. If, however, you take over there... What do they have in case you take over there? Take over here, they have... Oh, queen e4. Queen e4 covers everything. Oh, that's a move I missed. Well, that's a move I missed, apart from missing the fact that I can come back with the rook and block here. So yeah, that happens. So yeah, my apologies, guys, for throwing that streak. Let's go to chess.com now and start. Not start a new one. Actually, we have one already started on chess.com. Not too far from the beginning though, but still, like we have one still ongoing, is what I mean. So we're on puzzle 35 actually on this one. So yeah. Yeah, that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad. But well, I deserve it because I almost blundered mating one. So yeah, I mean between blundering mating one and blundering this, I totally deserve that one. Anyway, yeah, I'm like missing all the backwards moves all the time. Like previously, I missed some backwards move with a king, also with queen c8 in a different puzzle. Anyway, black to move in this one. Going to hinge on the fact that we can take this pawn and promote this one, but obviously we have to do something about the situation first. So we either take over here or we push here. If we take, then then we take over there. King goes over here trying to capture this one. Then we go over there. King goes again here. We go there. King goes here. We go there. And yeah, obviously we're promoting first. If we take over here, well, obviously if they ignore, then we're pushing this pawn one way or the other. And then we have two passed pawns on different sides of the board, so they are absolutely losing there. So, I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that this is the first move. Push pawn. Stop the cap. What is cap? I have no idea about what cap means. I have seen it mentioned before, but I don't know what it is. Always a draw, push, take, bring king back if stubborn. Oh, okay. B takes A. Yeah, I didn't understand the always a draw push, the other thing. So, okay, well, now we take over here, obviously, and then we start pushing, because if we start pushing right away, then we are at an impasse where we have to defend this and also and also take that when it moves, and therefore it's going to be a draw. Like if we push right away, then there's this, for instance, and it's going to be, well, a draw. If it's a draw, we're probably even losing that one. Because I mean, their king might be able to go over here first. So, yeah, take the h pawn, right? King h5. Okay, there we go. All right, this. Well, now we just push. I mean, if we don't push, then it's just over. All right. So yeah, great job, Liam and everybody. Okay, if we take here and take there, they take ours. I'm not sure if that really helps in some capacity. We can take this one by ourselves. Wait a second. I mean, by ourselves. We don't need a rook for that one. If we check over here, king goes over here. Well, if king goes over here, then there's this. And we just grab that. So check. Probably it doesn't start with this check, but I'm just checking it anyway. Oh yeah, wait, this also runs into a fork. So check over here and then fork and get an exchange. And then we have a rook and a pawn versus a knight. So yeah, I assume it's this and then forking king and rook. Let me see what you guys are saying. Rook g1, knight c4, knight is real fast, bro. Had it just now. Don't rush me. Don't rush me. If you want things fast, then I don't know, go order at McDonald's or something. But yeah, don't ask me to play fast. I don't play blitz and bullet for a reason. So but when I'm solving puzzles, I also like taking my time. So okay, we have the rook hits queen. If we take rook, then we take queen over there as well. Man, but I mean, that's just a trade, basically. Like, we're trading queen and rook for queen and rook. So I'm not sure if that would do anything. I don't see much else though, so it probably yeah, wait, there's a bishop there. So takes over here, takes over there, takes over there. And if the bishop, if bishop takes bishop, we take over here. So then we grab the rook. And if rook takes rook, then we grab a bishop. So yeah, it has to be that. So I'm going to just play it because in this one we have 3 strikes. So I'm still okay even if I don't get it. I'm leaning towards this move. The point is that we would be threatening mate over here. And we also would be threatening that if this queen takes over here, then we take the rook over there, and we're just back rank mating. And if the rook takes over here, then we take the queen over here, and it's even easier. Or actually, we have a choice. We can even sack the queen if we want something fancier, and get the checkmate. So I'm guessing it's rook takes on b2, and then mate to follow. Just in case, I'll check with you guys, but that seems like a pretty obvious one. No, it's how fast he solved it and typed it. Oh, you meant about Liam. Oh, okay. My apologies. 420. I thought you were telling me to go faster. That's what I thought you were saying. Yeah, Liam is solving like crazy, and so is Michael X, and yeah, a lot of you guys are solving super fast. Ganas el alfil de B2. Sí, ahí va. Sí, o sea, caí un poco tarde, pero me di cuenta eventualmente. pero sí. Pawn, low key pawn, rook b2. Okay, I had that fast that time. Yeah, very, very good. 420. Rook b2. Okay. Oh, hello, Pina Alt. Nice to see you here. Thanks for tuning in. Okay, so now we just take over there, and that's just that. Like looking a little bit though, because I wonder. Yeah, I mean, if it goes over there, which is probably what's going to happen, then we have this, and then we are going to have two rooks after they like push this, and then we go here or something. Like if this rook checks us, then we go. So yeah, it has to be that. Okay, this. Otherwise, I mean, we're not doing anything. So here, okay, there. All right. Okay, so yeah, great solving, you guys. What is this? Looking at this at first, because I mean that would bring another piece, and we have. Well, we're not in particularly big stock of pieces at this point. If we go over here, then they have to go either here or here. Only two moves. So if king goes over here, that looks like the most dreadful for them to play. Then we would go over here. And in that case, they would only have one move where they get... Oh, no, wait. What am I saying? There's a queen over here. Okay, so if check over there, maybe that's not the move actually. But if queen over here, if rook over here, then if goes over here, then wherever we go with the rook, that's a discovery over here. I mean, just getting the queen even for free wouldn't be... yeah, would be enough for us. Because we would have the queen for two minor pieces. So if we go over here and goes over here, then this discovery, and then we're getting the queen for free. So that's good. Now, if this and this, which is much more likely, in that case, what do we have? This? Like this, and if goes back, then gets mated. If goes, where else can they go? I mean, of course they can interpose bishop, but that doesn't like help the matters at all. And they can go to the corner. They can go to the corner. Yeah, if they go to the corner, I have no idea what I have. So maybe I'm thinking about this all wrong. Because I mean, winning one of these minor pieces is definitely not enough. I'm like basically working for mate here. What happens if I start with a queen? If I start with a queen and goes back here, I could go like back there and then try to bring the rook. Okay, I'm going to check with you guys because I'm taking too long. I mean, this should be relatively easy, but I'm taking too long. Rook e2, king g1, queen d4. Okay, queen d4, yeah. King h1, queen takes bishop. Oh, okay, so just queen takes bishop threatening mate over there. I mean, just to say just, but... Alright. Take bishop, oh, okay. Definitely rook e2, alright. There we go. Boom, 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 and now queen d4, okay. Queen d4. And now takes bishop and goes for mate there, right? Wait a second, 1 second, 1 second. I mean, thing is, if we take the bishop over here, gives check over there. We go over, like here, for instance. Like, because if we go to the corner, we get mated, but we can go forward, not to the corner. Okay, it goes over there. Now we just go over here, only move, right? Yeah. All right. So yeah, great solving, Liam and everyone else. I missed that last part with a bishop. Like I was a little bit yeah. I was looking for something in the form of check all the way through, but yeah. I mean, there's there was the unstoppable mate threat there. So yeah, good stuff, guys. What do we have in this one? Pawn attacks queen. Does that do anything? Don't think so, but I mean, if queen moves, then it means that we are just taking the knight over there. So that would win material if queen decides to move somewhere. Now, if pawn takes pawn, which seems more likely, we have pawn takes pawn again, then they can take with a bishop. Yeah, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm thinking about it, but I'm not seeing it. ¿Recuerdas dejar nuestra torre donde está? Eso era en la pasada. Queen takes bishop. D5, D. If bishop D, queen D2. Yeah, I looked at queen. I mean, I didn't look at queen D2. I saw that queen D2 was like a move, but I don't know what it does exactly. But I believe you that it's going to work. Queen D2. Okay. Brothers, those. Yeah, BB has the line. yeah. I saw your line. I saw your line. I did see it. I did see it. Like now I did see it. Like I mean before you wrote that. So yeah, E takes and then if bishop takes then queen over here. Okay, bishop didn't take, so we just grab the free knight, right? And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, yeah. So yeah, good stuff there, Liam. Great solving. Okay, so if we go over here, is there anything? Goes over there, only move, which is why I'm looking at this in the first place. Is there like a sack or something? I don't think so, but who knows? Like if goes over here, goes over there, then sack the queen. Let's say we sack the queen. Like I mean, only move obviously is taking here. Then we have this check. And it does absolutely nothing because the king just goes there. Like I mean, if the rook interposed, then we would have something like takes, goes here, goes here, goes there, and then nothing again. So yeah, even that won't work. If we take over here, we are threatening to actually go for a checkmate, but I mean it's like a little bit slow then. Probably we don't get to do anything at that point. We do have the triple though, and they don't have that rook defended by anything, so they probably take with the rook, then we take over here. If we take over here, then they enter. Well, they enter over there, they're not in time. We're still mating them here. So rook takes pawn is a strong possibility. Now, let's see if I can find something more on the forcing side. But yeah, after this and this, I don't really see anything. So maybe rook takes pawn. No. I have a feeling I'm not coming up with the right move here. But I'm also taking very long, so I'll just check with you guys. Rook b8, first intuition. Rook b8. So if the rook takes, then you're just mating by means of going over here, then king. Well, no, you're not mating yet because the king goes back to the corner. So I don't think you're mating yet. Queen f6, then rook f7. Queen f6, then rook f7. Yeah, I also thought about that, but I didn't think that there was a point in first throwing queen f6 in. I think rook b8 is the way. Sack the pawn. Sack the pawn. Definitely queen f6, rook f7. Okay. I'll go with it. Queen f6, rook f7. Okay, and now we just take over here. King goes over there. We go over there, mate. All right. So let me check what was wrong with rook f7, like first thing, because I'm too lazy to check on my own. So I'll just plug in the engine and check it. So if we go over here first, oh, that is still winning. That's not made immediately, but it's still winning. Oh yeah, and still not bad. Rook b8 was also okay. Actually, it was stronger than rook f7, but it also worked. Which is kind of surprising to me because I mean, I thought there wouldn't be much after this. Like I mean, king goes over here, then you go over there, then king goes back, then queen f6, king g8, queen e6, queen e6, king g7, rook f7. King has to go back. Oh no, goes forward, otherwise gets mated. So king goes over here, queen e3. So yeah, good intuition. Like I mean, it's just like it gets mind-bogglingly long, but eventually they have to give you like either allow you to mate or allow you or give you more material than you first bargained. So queen f6 and then rook f7, much stronger because you're already threatening the mate. So yeah, that's the point. Yeah, so yeah, good stuff, Liam and the rest of you guys. I believe actually there was someone else that said first. So let me see who was it that said. Piano guy 3658. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in. Yeah, it was actually Liam who said it first. So yeah, good stuff. It's mate. I don't know why evil is. So So it's not a puzzle. Rook b8 worked. Yeah, Rook b8 worked. It was winning. It was winning. Definitely Rook b8 worked. Like it was like +5 or something. I mean, it was completely winning. So if you're playing a real game and you play Rook b8 instead of Queen f6, like Queen f6 was a very fast way to end the game. But your Rook b8, which in principle at the beginning looked completely insane to me, was actually working. So good stuff. Rook b8 was winning, but Queen f6 was yeah, exactly, yeah. So, and also Rook f7 was winning. So I was like, I mean, was less winning than Rook b8, but it was still winning. So if I had played that just the way I was like the way of what I had reached there with my intuition would have also worked. But yeah, like obviously far less winning than just ending the game with a mate immediately. Okay, so this one. Well, it's kind of going to start with a knight check. Pretty obvious. Like, I mean, pretty obvious that this is going to be the first move. I don't need to like look much around the board to like see that that's going to be the case. I mean, there's just literally nothing else to do. So, so it has to be this first. But now let's try to justify it. So we go over here. Let's say the king goes to a really horrible square. Let's say the king goes here. Then we do get this one. Then the king has to go over there because this is covered. And then this, and it's over. So yeah, that will work. Now the king doesn't go to a horrible square. Instead, goes to this file somehow. Then in that case, we do have the rook again, but with this rook, because this rook cannot teleport over here. So we go with this rook first. Then the king has to go back because this is covered by the knight. So the king has to go back here. And once that happens, I mean here or here, then, well, not here, never mind. The king cannot go here because the knight will cover that too. So if the king happened after this, if the king happened to go here, then this would be already made. This sort of like the Anastasia pattern. So probably we'll go here and then go there. And after that, then we have problem that we have is that wait a second. No. Maybe I need to polish this a little bit. I think I need to give a check with this one here first. Because I mean, if I make like some nice move like this one, then I start getting checked over here and it's not going to be my mate. So after this, like again, if it goes over here, that will be tragic. If it goes over here, that loses also to mate in one with this one. So goes over here. So let's say it goes over here. I don't know. Then after that, we should go here. Give a check. I mean, and if it goes here, then we should go here. The point is that let's say it goes here, gets checked, goes over here, hitting the rook again. Then we go here again, supported by the knight, and then we're in the same situation of what I said. That would be a dreadful move by them. Like, I mean, it's a transposition. Like, it goes over here, we check over there, goes over here, check over here, we transpose to the line where we just did this directly. And so the rook over here is going to deliver mate. So it goes over here, goes over there, then this, then goes back, then we check again, and then we deliver mate here. And if and the other line works the same way. Like if it goes over here, then we go over there, then goes over here, then goes over here, mate. So yeah, that has to work. Therefore, I'm not going to check anything. I'm going to just do it. Okay, so now my idea was check over here. And it is necessary, right? Yeah, I mean, it is necessary. Otherwise, if check's over here, then goes over there, then there's just nothing. So check over here, and yeah, that's the end of it. So yeah. Okay, so now we have the pawn over here guarding this. If we were to start checking over here, I mean, we could also start checking over there. But if we start over there, then there's this. So if we go over here, king has to go here. Then we would have this. Is that just, yeah. That looks, by all intents and purposes, like a checkmate. Yeah, it is a checkmate. No, I mean, I had to check that these squares weren't covered. So yeah, here, mate. I mean, has to be. Let me check again that, just in case. There's nothing covering that square. Okay, this. Then there's this. Nothing covering that square either. No escape. And that's it. If I'm wrong, it's going to be so hilarious, this. Yeah. Have to look around the board a little bit to make sure. Okay, so we have bishop and queen teaming up, so maybe here. If here, then we're going to bring this bishop eventually. So something like this. If goes over here, then we directly have this one, where the king has to go back and be mated. But if the king goes over here is the thing. That's where everything becomes slightly more involved. If the king goes over there, let's say we continue giving this check, then king can go over here, then this bishop is not supported over there. Ah, wait, what about the bishop first? Bishop check first, does it work in some capacity? No, it goes over there and then nothing. Whole bunch of nothingness. So yeah, it has to start like that, I guess. But yeah, not entirely sure, and it's taking me some time, and I didn't check the chat for a very long time, so I'm going to check the chat. Although probably this one, I mean, if I think about it a little longer, I mean, the solution will come, I think. 18.3 said strong, so yeah, good stuff. Rook f squares made, todos los movimientos son con jaque, rook f7, rook g1, k1, k2, k4, k2, c2, draw stack, stack the b, es todo forzado. Sí, es decir, me imagino que es todo forzado, sí, es decir, primero que nada, lo primero que me viene a la mente es empezar algo con la dama acá, pero después de este, quedé medio ahí trancado. Digo, después me imagino que, digo, obviamente tiene que venir para acá, es el único, en ese caso, si es que empieza así realmente el puzzle, y después ahí es que entro en la... Ah, espera un momento. Ah, yeah, wait a second, there is this, sacking the bishop, and then the king has to take, and after king takes, then we have this one. And now it's a mate. So okay, it's that one. Which you guys probably already said, but if you did, then I missed it. So here takes here. Okay, so yeah, great stuff, guys, and thanks to Michael for the tip that it was all forced. But I mean, I figured it probably was, but when I read that, I came back to what I was looking at before, because I figured it was probably along those lines. Queen A2, King C1. Yeah, actually, Liam has already posted. I wasn't pretending that I was solving it. I was. No. Okay, wait. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't pretending that was that I hadn't seen this. I really hadn't seen this. Like, I hadn't looked at the whole line. but you had posted it, and then I read the rest of the comments, and then I didn't go with the with the line there. But yeah, obviously you had already posted the whole line. So great stuff, Liam, and everyone else as well. Uh, well, actually, Liam was the only one who posted it this time, I think. My ice cream won't freeze. What do you mean? Rook c2, king b4, 7.z2. I'm confused. That looks like the I don't know, like the name of a compressed file or something. Rook c2, king b4, b5, queen c5, king a4, rook a2. That was fast. I haven't even looked at this. Rook c2. Let's see. We are black here, so rook c2. King will have to go naturally over here, and then you're saying queen c5. So go over here. Let's say the king goes to there or something. Then queen c5. So at that point, the king has to go over there, and then you come back with a rook. Yeah. Okay. That sounds like it. I mean, there's really nothing else that they can do. So great stuff there, Liam. Very fast solving. Not just fast solving, but also fast typing. Okay, so this is pinned. But if we take over here, their point is that they're going to try to pin us. That's their point. But we also have this, which I don't know if it will do anything, but it exists. Oh wait, they can't really take over here with the knight. They can't move this knight because the knight is pinned to mate. So if we do something like long castles, for instance, then this knight is completely pinned. They may take over here, for instance, and then we take like that, and then this knight might be defended somehow, but then we go over here. So I think probably something along those lines, like just long castle, so that we can actually threaten this knight. I think it's probably that, but let's see what you guys are saying. I think it's probably long castles. Oh, hello, Czech Republic. Nice of you to be here. And today I started a little bit late too, so absolutely no worries. I mean, no worries anyway. But I mean, you can that'll probably make you feel better that you didn't miss so much. And nice to have you here. So wait, queen h3. Oh, queen h3, threatening mate over there, like directly going for the mate. Well, that makes sense. Okay, so queen h3 and then go for the mate. All right, there we go then. Takes. Well, obviously we have to take back here, and that's the end of it. But yeah, good stuff, guys. How did they deal with the situation that I was mentioning? Like, if you long castle there, how did they deal with the whole situation? I see. You're here. Oh, they have this with a mighty fork over there. Eventually, like knight takes g5. Oh, knight takes this pawn. Oh, because of yeah, that defense against the mate. Never mind. So yeah, but black is simply up a pawn in that situation. Never mind. Okay, so this threatening a discovery over here. Um, I guess we could try to attack the rook somehow. But not really, because if we go like over here, then the rook goes over there. We go like over here. Then this discovery already is hitting that. So I mean, at best, it's a trade when we go like over here. Oh, it's even worse than that. We can go over here because then we get checked like this. Um. Ah, wait. We can just simply go fork with the king. What am I thinking? We can go simply fork with the king right away. So you move over here and you just fork. Yeah, man. King fork. I just missed the move at first because it was like even though it has happened sometimes, like from time to time it happens that you have a king fork. Is I guess not the most usual way to get out of a to get out of a discovery by king forking. But yeah, it is that, right? Like I mean there's nothing after this that they can do. So okay, it has to be this one. But I'll still check with the chat though. King a2, rook a3, knight c2, rook a2, king a2, knight c2. Where are you from? I mean, it is late night or morning in Europe or Asia. Yeah, here it's South America. It's Uruguay, as Czech Republic said. So it is actually the evening. It is 10:38. So in about 20 minutes, I'll finish the stream. So okay, it goes over there. Oh yeah, I forgot that they could move there. So now what? I mean, we can go over here, hitting that one. So I assume it's that. Knight here. Let me see. You guys posted the whole line. Yeah, knight c2. Knight c2 here and takes. Okay. So yeah, great job there, Liam. I don't know if anyone else posted it before. No, it was Liam. So yeah, Liam in Czech Republic. Good stuff. Yeah, I agree. 420. Like, king fork is a nice tactic. Okay, so we have several checks. Like this one would force the king to go there. Then we would have this. King goes here. Then we have this. Then there are interpositions. Various sorts. Well, not of various sorts. If they interpose the queen, then yeah, thank you very much. But if they interpose the knight, however, that's a little bit more to the point. So let me think again. Check here, check here. Ah, wait, what about going back? Check back. Like we had a check back moment the other time. And yeah, it seems like there is no interposition, it's just mate. That's kind of crazy. Like check here, mate. Okay. I'm going to play that without checking. I hope I'm right. If I'm not right, then well, such is life. Yeah, I mean, I'll be damned if that wasn't hadn't been checkmate. I would have been like clinically insane. So okay. If we take over here, we're threatening this one, but the point is they take with the rook and they defend that one. If we check over here, does that do anything? Oh, we also have this. We have this check. Probably is going to be this check, actually. Check over here. Because it brings another piece into the attack, so it probably will be with that. Oh wait, by the way, no, never mind. I was going to say something, but no. Oh, I mean, if we check over here, well, if we check over here, can just bring the knight back. Just bring the knight back. Because I mean, what I was going to say is if we check over here, and then we take over there, if takes with a rook, then we take, then this, and then this. So we're winning material. Although I don't know if, yeah, we have a bunch of pieces, so we're okay in terms of material. Like we are down some pawns, but not nothing. I mean, nothing that grabbing a free piece cannot compensate. So I mean, in that sense, that move would actually mean something. Oh wait, by the way, if we combine those things that I mentioned, like a knight goes here so that they don't lose material. Oh, also there was a bishop here hanging. So after this, well, first of all, we can grab a bishop if they move the knight. Which I didn't see at first. I was looking at this and this and this, and I wasn't looking at this and that. So, well, that might just work. Now it's time for me to actually look at the piece count for real. Yeah, I mean, like we do have enough pawns. I mean, we're down only 2 pawns, so if we grab one piece for free, then that would sort of make up for it. So this, I'm just grabbing either one. Probably the knight will go here, and then we will grab the bishop. Should actually work. But I mean, is there something stronger with a rook? Or with a queen? Like if the queen and then knight interposes, I was thinking there might be like something with this, but I don't know. Anyway, I would check with you guys. But I mean, this seems to be already sufficient. But maybe I'm missing something that they can do if we do that. I mean, of course, we wouldn't go grab here if the knight didn't interpose. Like if the knight doesn't interpose, then we have to keep this in mind. So we actually would take over here, which also works. But yeah. Queen d5, king e7, queen d7, queen d5. Wait, no, that was the previous one. Yeah, definitely the previous one. Yeah, that was the previous one, yeah. Queen d4 check, king h1, queen takes bishop, knight takes knight, queen takes knight. D4, king h1, queen takes bishop, knight takes knight. Yeah, queen wouldn't be able to take the knight in that line because the queen would be would have grabbed the bishop already. But I think if they go over there, you just grab the knight. You grab the knight with the knight, and then you grab the rook again with the queen if they feel like grabbing there, which they probably won't. But yeah, unless I misunderstood you. Like I do believe here is just taken here with the knight. If you take over there, you're not guarding this knight. So take over here. If they take over here, and then you take over there. I mean, probably after knight takes knight, they're going to stop right there. I don't think they're going to take here with a rook, but I mean, they might for the sake of finishing the puzzle, but will make much sense, to be honest. Ah, yeah, he said knight takes knight. Yeah, there we go. Okay, well, now we just take the rook. And yeah, they take the queen. All right, so yeah, great job, guys. Liam wrote the whole line a century ago. Oh, okay. I completely missed it if he had written it down. But anyway, like I said, like I'm not checking the chat until like I have something thought out at least. Unless we are like on puzzle like 60 or something. At that point, I may just let you guys go at it and just watch, basically. But I mean, but here I did come up with a solution by myself before I checked the chat. This one, easy mating 2 puzzle, he says. Let's see. So if we go over here, goes over there, there's, well, there's this. Goes over there, we grab queen. Would that be enough? Yeah, it would be enough. But if you said mating 2, then it's something different. Oh, you mean, no, but, no, it's not. I mean, it's not mating 2, is it? Like, what I'm seeing is we go over here, then they go over there, then we go over there, skewer, get the queen. Oh, that wouldn't work, actually. Because... that wouldn't work because they get the... they get the bishop. So that won't work. Wait a second. Maybe it is amazing too. I mean, it would make sense because you do tend to be right. If I go over here and then goes over there and go over here, but it just goes over there. Okay. Okay, time for me to retire because I'm not seeing mate in 2 here. Like, Liam said there was mate in 2. Oh, he said no mate in 2. I mean, 2 easy moves. Oh, okay. But I mean, is it just going there and picking up the queen? Because actually they do grab our bishop if we do that. Do we have a follow-up if they grab our bishop there? Queen a5, 98, 92, queen a1. Queen a5. No, but they can block with a queen in that case. Oh no, because if they block with a queen, then you go back, and then you're just mating them. So you go there, they go with a knight, and then you go back. Oh, that's pretty smart, man. So yeah, good stuff. Oh, queen a5, Song said first. So yeah. Great stuff, guys. Czech Republic and Song. Says free queen, are you not entertained? Yeah, I mean, like, I was, I mean, I hadn't found the solution, even though I did look at this move briefly, but I didn't see all the stuff that, I mean, I hadn't followed the whole line with the things you guys were mentioning. So yeah, now this is a different story because now we go over here and then after we grab the queen, even if they grab the bishop, we still have the knight that we just grabbed. So yeah, great stuff there, Song and Czech Republic. Good stuff, guys. I believe it was you who were first. I think it was Song and then Czech Republic, right? Yeah. I mean, that's how it shows up on mine, or at least. Check RE. What's the history of you? Don't understand. Hello, Aiden. Thank you for subscribing and tuning in, and good job finding that that solution there. And also, thanks Liam BB for posting the entire line there. That's cool. Okay, so yeah, let's see what's going on with this one. By the way, in 10 minutes we'll be finishing this stream, but not to worry, guys. Tomorrow we'll be continuing with this same streak. We still don't have any strikes here, so we have a long way to go with this. Although tomorrow I probably will not have so much fun because probably by the puzzles we'll be doing tomorrow probably will go a lot of them, like if not most, will go over my head, and then I'll be just watching from the whatever they say, from the bench or something. Is that what they say when it's like a football match or something? But yeah, I mean I'll be just supporting you with my aura, but not but probably will not be able to solve much at that point, honestly. I mean, at least not in a decent time frame. um, okay, so here we have double checks everywhere. Double checks everywhere. Like we have this double check, this double check. It has to be one of these double checks. If we go for this one, then we no, never mind. Let me see. Yeah. No. Yes. No. Yes. What's the difference? Let me see. So double check here. They can interpose rook. Okay, it doesn't work. Double check. I don't know. They can't interpose rook because it's a double check. Never mind. What am I saying? Of course you can't interpose a rook in a double check. Okay. So if it goes over here, then this is mate. So yeah. Funnily enough, that would win the game. If it goes over here, then that's where we don't have a mate, and then we go over here, check, and then the king goes over there, and then we have like checks with the bishop, but nothing that looks too devastating. We do have that that one, but I mean, it goes over here, so I don't know if we're getting anything from that. It doesn't seem like it. Let me see the other one. Again, going here is gets mated. Going here is where it's at. So at that point, we may have this, and that's that. Because we're covering this, and that. So okay, this is the one. This is the breadwinner. So we go over here, there. Yeah, it has to be that, so I'm not going to even check on this one. If it's not that, it's going to be a blooper. And bloopers are okay when you're a streamer, so... Okay, so yeah. Okay, the bishop's like crisscrossing is rarely a bad idea, so that might be a good way to start. Now the thing is, they do have this one. They do have this one. Then do I have anything? This is extremely weird. What about like hitting the rook first? Does it do anything? Don't think so, but who knows? Maybe. No. No, it can't do anything because first of all they can skewer us. So, well, no, not skewer us because this would, but I mean we would have nothing. So check over here. At that point, I'm kind of lost for moves. Like there is this, and then they go here, and then I'm like, oh, what now? If we go over here, check, they go over here, and I just castle. Then they take my bishop, would be the most natural. And then after they take the bishop, I go over here, give this check. King simply goes up. And I have a whole bunch of nothingness. So... doesn't seem to be working. Something here doesn't seem to be working. If I go here, goes here, I try something with this knight. Yeah, I don't know. I'm taking too long to solve this one, so I'm going to check the chat. Easy for puzzle 50 on chess.com. Perhaps, I don't know. Puzzle 50 should still not be too complicated. Oh yeah, that one was yeah, the previous one was like the double check, then yeah, very very forcing simple mate. Yeah, yeah, it was easy for puzzle 50. I agree. Oh, you play in school? I don't know who you mean, but definitely you didn't see me in school or playing. Unless I don't know unless you're talking about when I was in school back ages ago, because I'm an old man now. So unless you mean that you saw me play in school, and it wasn't chess because I wasn't even playing chess. So I don't know. Could be. I mean, it's possible. Uh, Knight should be named Horsey H. No confusion with King. Yeah. Also, I mean that knight. Like, I mean, the knight name is kind of a wild inspiration there by the English speaking community, because the piece absolutely looks like a horse all the time. I mean, it could be like a knight riding a horse, and the horse was so important that it got all the credit, and then they used the horse as the image. But in Spanish it is a horse, and in other languages like Italian, I believe it's also a horse. So yeah, it's just the English speaking people that went a little bit uh, overboard there with the medieval names. Um, Bishop c6, Bishop c6, Bishop c6, Rook b8, King c7, Rook takes Bishop, Rook takes Rook. Okay, nice. Oh, our king is on d8. You're right. I was trying. I was trying to long castle, but on the king side, like I was like, yeah, I long castle here, and yeah, this was d8 actually. So all right, yeah, fair point. So okay, we attack the rook. Oh, we attack the rook, and actually we're forking that one. Okay. And after this, like I thought that I just after a move that hit the rook, I was looking as far as rook check, and then I don't know what we're doing. So actually, we are doing something. We hit over here, and we're still hitting that one. So yeah, that does work. So all right, there we go. Bishop c6. There, king c7. Takes and takes. Okay, so great stuff, you guys. Great stuff, you guys. I just made like a combination of stuff and job there or something. So yeah, very well done. So who was it that solved it first? It was Xiong. So Xiong gets credit for the first move there, and Liam gets credit for giving me the full line, which I appreciate a lot. So yeah, good job, you guys. Yeah. But I mean, an exchange was good enough. An exchange was good enough. I just didn't see how we were getting anything. Okay, we're in check here. So we have to do something about this check. By the way, this is going to be the last puzzle of today. Tomorrow we'll continue. I mean, unless something comes in the way. This is a double check, by the way. So we have to move the king. We have to move the king. We have options, but not that many of them. We have the option of getting mated potentially. Is that mate? I mean, if we go over here, then this, then we have to go over there, then this would just be checkmate, yeah? Am I right or am I right? So this is not an option. Actually, there were two options. Did I mention this one? I think I mentioned that one, much to my sorrow. So it was over here, here, and obviously this gets mated, so we have to go here. Unless I'm missing something, which sometimes I am. Let me click on the king and make sure that yeah, those are the two moves. I'm not going crazy. So here and yeah, has to be played, right? Like I mean, just making sure that we are actually in double check and that there's nothing else. Like if here this check, we have to go over here And after that, this is mate. So yeah, it has to be this one. Yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, the reason I didn't play it right away and I took like 1,000 ages is because I second guessed myself a lot due to the fact that I have blundered some fairly simple puzzles sometimes by just thinking that I had it when I didn't have it. Like if it were just me solving and I didn't have anyone else to blunder the streak for than for myself, then I would have played that move in an instant. Like after I realized, made a simple calculation that this was made, I would have played this move. But given that I'm trying also to not blunder the streak for you guys, then I'm thinking a little bit more. But you guys don't worry about it. Like if you have any suggestion, if anyone has a suggestion, like maybe someone is lower rated than the people in the chat, which is quite understandable because the people in the chat are quite high rated. Now, feel free to suggest ridiculous moves. No worries at all, and that's actually what I expect. Makes me feel better if some people suggest ridiculous moves because that means that I'm not the only one. but yeah, I mean, feel free to seriously, guys. Now let's see. Too much yapping by me, and yeah, I'll check the chat in a second. I wasn't even thinking; I was just talking and then clicking. Let me see. So now that we got out of that, now we actually can play start some plays of our own, which is nice. Like if we go here with this check, then the king will have to go here. If the king goes over here, then runs into potentially like something that we can start. But the thing is, probably the king wouldn't go there. Probably the king would go here. Oh no, but if here, then this. So actually we do get something started. And if king goes like over here, then we have this. And if king goes back, then we have this, picking up the rook. Of course, that's a little bit of hope chess in the middle of that. But I mean, I was just trying to see what happened if the king remained on the light squares. Because if the king goes to a dark square, then potentially we can start something using the bishop. Because black's light squares are very, very weak. You have like diagonals everywhere. So check over here. If it goes over there, then there's this check over here. Where king will either go here where this happens, or if this happens, then we are also... well, no, not doing that. No, sorry. Well, what am I saying? First, like going over here, and then potentially there or here or something. So yeah, I mean, that all looks promising, but I'm still going to check the chat because it's getting super late, and also I'm boring everyone by continuing to give that too much thought. Probably. Hello, Mahmood. No notification? Damn, that's terrible. But thank you for tuning in once again, my friend. It's very nice to have the OGs of the channel here. So awesome of you to be here. King f3 loses all. Yeah, I did calculate it, but I mean, like, I had to calculate just in case. Like, I mean, it looked dubious, like at first, just on first sight, it looked dubious to go there. That's also why I picked it first, because I thought I could refute it very easily, and yeah, I was right on that. Queen g8. You have me. Okay, awesome, Mahmoud. Emma Mendrales. Thank you, Emma, for subscribing and tuning in. Dama G8, dice Emma. So yeah, queen g8 is the thought of the people. So let's go for it. King f3 was mate in 1. Wait, king f3 was mate in 1 actually? I thought it was mate in 2. Like if here there's mate in 2. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, if it's mate in 1, then also that. I mean, all the more reason to it. But wait, I don't think there was a mate in 1. Seriously. There was no, because if you go over here, then there's interposition with the bishop. Yeah, no, king here wasn't mate in 1. Well, never mind. Let me take a look at the. Let me play this and let's continue from there. And later I'll check just in case. But I do believe that I wasn't crazy on that. I mean, I think it was mate in 2, not mate in 1. Anyway, I mean, mad difference, right? Like, I mean, if it's mate in 1 or mate in 2, I mean, it doesn't make a difference. You can refute the move. But I would be surprised if I had missed a mate in 1 there. Yeah. Okay, Liam confirmed. Mate in 2. Okay. So I wasn't crazy. No, because when someone said mate in 1, I was like, what? Never mind. Also tired. Yeah, it's okay, Aidan. But for a moment there, you had me thinking that I was a little bit crazy. But no, I mean it's okay. Bishop g5. ¿Hablas español? Sí, definitivamente. Hablo español mucho mejor que inglés. se supone. No sé qué opinará la gente de aquí. Capaz que piensan que mi español es muy malo. Pero bueno, mi español es la lengua que hablo, así que debería ser mejor que mi inglés, definitivamente. ¿De dónde eres, Emma? Bienvenido al canal. So, okay, bishop g5, yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, and that's the end of it? Okay, nice. So, yeah, great job, you guys. Yeah, I don't know why I opened this analysis board. So, great solving. Liam, Mahmoud, everyone, Chong, and Czech Republic, and everyone else, Aiden, everyone. De Colombia, mira que bien, un colombiano, vamos arriba. Así que otro sudamericano aquí. Excelente, hermano. Bienvenido al canal. Hello, Jaya. You just come right in time for me to say goodbye. Like I was about to end the stream, but I appreciate that you dropped me a message though. And yeah, tomorrow I'll be continuing with this streak. You missed how I blew a puzzle streak on leeches pretty early. And then and then we got this one going on chess.com. So we're on puzzle 54 for next time. If anyone wants to like take homework and think about this puzzle, please do not use engines, but feel free to think about this puzzle and bring the solution tomorrow if you wish, because tomorrow, unless something comes in the way, as per usual, I'll be streaming. So not comes in the way, gets in the way, I should say. Yeah, that's the expression. Anyway, yeah. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate the good vibes and the puzzle solving, and have a good day, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. And see you on the next one, hopefully. So take care and goodbye, my friends.